my name is Meta.
I'm Monica.
We represent MaskEX Crypto Wallet and trading platform. Our speech is on the greatest innovation of our lifetime, which is cryptocurrencies and the new digital era. So our wallet is a crypto product, and we believe that we change the humanity into a better place. But first, let's talk about the history of the crypto era.
On the other hand, people can even don't accept any innovation which can change their life. And yes, we understand that coming out of the comfort zone can be scary. And also we know that what we will tell maybe will sound not realistic, but do all the people of 19th believe that someday each one of them will have such magic tool in his hands which can solve so many tasks or even talk with them or answer on their questions? By the way, hi Siri, how are you? Cryptography, as the second wave after industrialization, is on the way to become a turning point in history and spread out, influencing every corner of daily life in some way. In this light, cryptocurrencies are the brightest expression of innovation related to the blockchain.
But before we talk about the cryptocurrencies and the new digital era, let's go back to so-called World Wide Web, which is the internet. So the birth of internet dates back to 1989, and basically throughout 2005 it hasn't changed at all. So the masses were meant to be readers, and you could find any information in the internet. As it goes on, the internet developed into Web 2. Web 2 is the internet that we know now, like social media, Facebook, TikTok. It began with forums, blogs, etc. But what happened after the masses were meant to read or participate? What happened next? I'm thinking that the bank crisis occurred in 2008, and people were trying to find another solution, which is so-called Web 3. We are on our way to Web 3, and it is a little more similar to Web 1, but what is the difference, Monica?
Okay, but before talking about Web 3, let's speak about decentralization, which is the key point of new digital era. The world is currently experiencing a deep crisis of trust, as people have been betrayed hundreds of times over the ages and have had to deal with unfair problems which they trusted to solve to the third parties. Now we say that it's time for this practice to end, and creation of decentralized ecosystem is the answer. Imagine the world where we don't need anyone, any third part or any people for sending money to each other or owning our data and maybe storing our credits. So this is the difference between Web 3 from its future ancestor.
And let's see where it all started. I'm saying that it all started in 2014 when the Bitcoin was invented. The Bitcoin was invented by a crypto enthusiast, Satoshi Nakamoto, or many crypto enthusiasts, we don't know for sure. And what was the specialization of Bitcoin? So it is how it looks. It's just a piece of code which is for every individual. So you can track any information that you get throughout this code. It's so-called Genesis blog 2009 and Satoshi Nakamoto. So what's the difference between the banking system and decentralization at all, Monica? Do you know?
Yes, of course. Blockchain-based cryptocurrency has potential to be the greatest gift for humankind and commands a new digital era, completely different, how it was 100 years ago and what we have now. So what about difference between traditional finance system and decentralized? Traditional system works on centralized platform and controlled by government. So if you would like to send money to another person, it should be approved and controlled by government. With the centralized system, we don't need any approval for doing our transactions, and we can send funds in seconds and minutes over the world. But cryptocurrency will not only transform traditional financial services by providing it with highest level of security, it will also affect virtually to the different spheres, such as healthcare, art, music, entertainment, manufacturing.
Yes, I totally agree. Blockchain industry and cryptocurrencies affect every sphere in our life. For me, it's most important the impact of time. It attracts me a lot because we can do our transactions everywhere and anytime and in a matter of seconds. In our wallet, MaskEX, we centralize on time and also the privacy and the freedom of its users. Governments and banks will not have powerful and have less control over the people's decisions and data. Also the anonymity. You can choose what kind of information you want to provide to the wallet, and the individual does not have to open a wallet with his name. You can choose your email address or any information you want to provide, or you can just open a couple of wallets, and every time you do a transaction you can use the other wallet. It also gives us independence. So while there is no third intermediate, as Monica said, a person can be completely independent in no control of financial transactions at all. I think blockchain industry does a lot about the democracy as well, how it goes. Blockchain will make free, independent, and transparent elections possible. Blockchain-based voting are anonymous and secure for voters. The system includes the addition of votes counting and electoral votes. So every time the blockchain is closed, you cannot add any votes, and it will become very safe. Okay, what other?
If we will talk about security and trust, we can say that blockchain can make people informed about products and services which they use.
Of course.
So person can just scan QR code on a product and learn additional information about its supply chain. Really?
That's true.
Yes. And about healthcare, what I can say about healthcare. Now, centralized system gives doctors opportunity to exchange medical records, information within hospitals in a country. And what if we will go to overseas clinic? It means extra paperwork and wasted time. So now let's just imagine if we will put all information or medical records documentation on the blockchain, which allows it safely keep and securely share with healthcare providers around the world in a minute. Really fantastic.
That's great.
Yes, and about credit, the concept of NFT could be a solution to the problem of ownership credit. So art, music, NFT can return their owner credit to the first source, and art professions can become massively profitable. And just as a conclusion, I would like to mention...
Thank you so much. I wonder if anyone already owns an NFT piece of art. Anyone? If no, you should go ahead and get your piece of art in NFT. As a conclusion, if you ask me what we can do to make our world a better place for people, a safer place, a private place, an independent place, I would just say, go and tell everyone about the crypto and how it works and what it can change in our lives.
Yes, now people pump the upcoming revolution, really.
Yes.
But some of them also feared even electricity ages ago.
Really?
Yes, so just simple question. What would be with our life, with all of us today, without electricity? Can you imagine your life without electricity?
I cannot imagine my life without electricity because it gives my charger so I can have my wallet, and I cannot imagine my life without my crypto wallet now. Okay, so basically this is it about, and we hope everyone will use these new technologies for a better place, for good, not for bad. And please meet us at booth 5253. Again, we're MaskEX, a traditional crypto wallet and a trading platform.
Yes.
See you.
See you. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.